Today is going to be such a fun interview as we're interviewing Kati Thomas, manager of Rosebud Grill and Theater. We'll be talking about Rosebud's summer events, managing a restaurant in downtown Victoria, and best of all, we're talking about milkshakes. Who doesn't want to talk about milkshakes with the milkshake queen? We thought not. First 5 people to share this episode get a free milkshake.
Hey everybody, I just thought before we aired our next episode of Southbridge Street Live that I would take a few minutes to offer my gratitude to our presenting sponsor, Aloe Soft, to our newest sponsor, Atzenhofer, who is sponsoring our Best of the Best, which airs on the weekend. And then to also just make a statement that says, you know what, behind every good show, there are lots and lots of people that are behind us supporting Southbridge Street Live, like my producer, Jake, and my assistant, Jim. And then, of course, all the hosts that we have who have created their own pilot shows for you guys to view and are waiting for sponsorship. And then a couple of personal shout outs to people who help me behind the scenes, like Ashley from Cotton Bells, who helps with wardrobe, and Stephanie from Beehive, who helps me with hair. And then, of course, Rachel from Bright and Go, who helps to keep my smile bright and beautiful. And then, of course, I wanted to take just a second to thank you, the viewers, because without you, this could not be possible. So just a shout out for everyone to say thank you on behalf of all of us from Southbridge Street Live.
We're live in 3, 2, 1.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Southbridge Street Live. I am here with Kati from Rosebud, and with an intro like that, how can we not start right away with milkshakes? Queen of the milkshakes. I love it.
That's me.
That's awesome. I love that you've got little, and look, I don't know if you can see you guys, she's even got milkshake earrings on. She is serious about milkshakes.
I am.
So you're the manager of Rosebud. I think that's awesome, and you've been managing now for a couple of years. But before we get into that, I want to know what makes a milkshake queen a milkshake queen?
I just make the best milkshakes. I've got the best ingredients, very creative milkshakes I put together. They just come to me whenever.
So you're even making flavors. How many flavors are there of milkshakes at Rosebud?
Oh, I don't know. I've never counted. I just go with the flow.
You just make them as you go. Okay, so what's your favorite milkshake there? What's your favorite to make, and what's your favorite to drink?
My favorite to drink would probably be like caramel chocolate, or I started this new one that's like coffee Oreo that's been selling like crazy.
Oh my gosh,
coffee Oreo.
Okay,
Yes.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
So I know that we're offering 5. You're going to do 5 free milkshakes to the viewers for the first. I think that's awesome. But even though I'm hosting, I'm still technically viewing it. So can I have one too?
You can have one.
Okay,
definitely.
thank you. I want the coffee with Oreo. I'm up for that.
Oreo.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, what I think is so interesting about Rosebud, and one of the things that I wanted to visit with you about, is that it's Rosebud Records, Grill, and Theater.
Oh, yeah.
So you are managing a restaurant that's super multifaceted.
Yes.
So what advice would you give to someone who is interested in restaurant management?
Oh man. Well, put your big girl britches on, because there's a lot that goes into it. Definitely. Keeping up with social media,
Right.
and just trying to get people downtown is
Right.
so tough to do.
Yeah.
Then you have your employees you want to keep happy, all your
Right.
customers you want to keep happy.
Yeah.
Just keep the smile on your face.
Big girl britches and smile on your face. I love that. And you have such a great smile.
Thank you.
So now Rosebud really does some very interesting things. Now I know it started out, as the owners had shared previously, that it started out as just being a record store. But once they saw Rosebud Records, people were coming in so excited because they thought that the restaurant had, the Rosebud actual restaurant part was open. And so they shifted, which I think is very, very cool, to be in our community, see that there's a need, see that there are people that are still wanting, that style of food, that kind of great. I think it's like very 50s, like it's so retro. And you are so retro, by the way.
We try to keep up with it.
Yes.
We try to keep the vintage 50s style diner, but also bring in modern, new
Right.
day things. So.
Right, like your theater.
Oh yeah.
So
Totally.
it's so neat. So it went from records to grill to theater. What is your favorite aspect of those three things?
Probably the theater part.
Right.
It's kind of like Austin Draft House. I mean,
is,
everybody loves
absolutely.
that. And so that's what we're trying to do is everybody wants this new thing in Victoria. They
Right.
want these big city vibes going.
Right.
And I mean, obviously we're not a big city and
Right.
we're a very small restaurant.
But you still have the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. Well, let's go into like in August because it's still summertime.
Yes, it
Because I've been saying summertime events and people are like, oh, but it's almost August. And I'm like, hello, it's summertime until November here.
Oh, yeah.
So what are your August lineup for movies and how does that work? Let's start with how does it work? So you guys do you guys get together and like pick what movies you want? Do you get input from the community?
Well, if a customer comes in and they have an idea of what they want to see,
Oh, that's super
and we
fun.
can make it work, then of course we're going to try and get that going. And we do kind of get together and brainstorm on like what just came out, but then we also want to keep cult classics going too,
Right.
because everybody loves like 16 Candles and Pulp Fiction. So of course we're going to show those movies. But yeah, I mean, for August we do have a bunch of kid films going on, getting them ready for school.
Right.
You know, you don't want to cook dinner, come to Rosebud and watch a movie.
Oh, I
Chill
love
out
that.
for the
I don't
summer,
want to
you
cook
know?
dinner. So we will
We'll
be at
cook it for
Rosebud.
you.
Yes.
But this weekend we're showing Alita Battle Angel.
Okay, I've wanted to see that. So I missed it
I
in the
haven't
theater
seen
and
it.
I'm so excited. Are you super excited about it?
I am pretty excited because it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if many people have heard of it, but they should definitely check out the trailer and then come to Rosebud and watch it.
Okay, cool. And when is that?
That would be August 3rd. Every Saturday is our
Okay.
dinner and movie night.
Every Saturday is dinner and movie night. What time does the movie start?
7:30.
7:30. And what is your recommendation for people who are going to go to eat and see the movie?
Okay, so it's really hard to kind of tell how many people will show up.
Right.
We do have our event post, and a lot of people say they're interested or going.
Right.
So we don't know how many people will show up unless they've made reservations.
Okay.
So you are allowed to make reservations.
Good. And do you recommend it?
I do recommend it,
Perfect.
especially if you're going to have more than 2 people in your
Gotcha.
party. So then you can get your table set. That'll reserve the best spot for viewing. And then, you know, you can come in early, order your food, get it out by the time the movie starts, and enjoy.
Oh, that's super fun.
Yeah.
That is super fun. Cool. All right. So what else do you have?
All right, so August 10th, Detective Pikachu. That movie just came out.
wow.
So everybody's so excited about that one
Yes.
too. That's actually perfect timing for school to start, I believe,
Yes.
too. So your last
Hoorah.
Hurrah.
Yes, exactly.
Then August 17th, we're showing Avengers Endgame, which
That's
everybody loves a good Marvel movie. We also have open mic stand-up comedy. So we're trying to get comedy at least once a month. So then there's something like late night for people to do too.
Right.
There's not really a comedy club here in town anymore. So look to Rosebud for that.
That's awesome.
It is open mic though, so we have some comedians in town that are going to come up, but if you are funny and you would love to share some jokes, then come on down on August 24th.
That is super exciting.
Yeah.
Now, I would never do that because I'm terrified of things like that. I'm not particularly funny, but I would love to come and just watch and see what is our community into.
Oh, yeah,
This is such a
definitely.
great platform that Rosebud is giving to young and emerging, and I see that in the art and the, you know, just in the theater and the things that they do.
Yeah.
Very innovative and very supportive of art in the community.
Definitely.
Even comedy is an art. Writing a good skit is an art.
And we want like a good safe zone for young adults, for kids, for families, you know, they can just come out and be themselves and feel comfortable
Right.
and get support from the community. So that's like a huge thing that people need.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so
Last on the list is August 31st, The Secret Life of Pets 2.
That's awesome.
Everyone likes that too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So okay, so out of all of the ones that you have coming out, what's your favorite? I like feet to the fire questions. You have to forgive me.
Okay, probably Secret Life of Pets too.
Really?
I mean, that's hilarious. Come on.
Yeah, it is.
I have a dog and a cat at home, so when I leave, I always wonder what they're up to, you know? Maybe think, what are they thinking?
What are they thinking? What are they doing? Don't you wish?
I do wish.
That's awesome. Do they have a good relationship?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
they're spoiled.
The reason why I ask is because I know, you know, just from personal experience and knowing family and friends that own restaurants, that it's such a commitment of time. And so one, I want to commend you guys so much for going above and beyond in the community. So it's not just a grill. You guys are really trying to create a positive atmosphere for families and for artists of all kinds in the community. So, you know, just kudos to that. So do you get to see, you still get to see your dogs and cat. So dog and cat. So that's good.
Yeah.
So let's go kind of back to you and the milkshake thing.
Oh, man.
What do you think is the secret to a good milkshake?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
Okay, this is
But,
true. Touche.
I mean, we do have fresh quality ingredients.
Right.
So that goes into it. It's not soft serve ice cream, it's hand dipped. So I do have the muscles to dip these ice creams all the time.
Let me see.
Scooping these ice creams.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and just trying to keep new flavors coming. It's so funny because with all the new flavors that I try to create, everybody goes back to chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Right. The classics.
The classics, you
Yes.
know? I mean, you can't go wrong with the classics, but I like to treat myself, so treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Something new. Yeah. it's good.
Okay, so going to the art. I see that you guys have these really cool caps. So I want to hear about them because I know these are amazing.
Yeah, so these are Clayton caps. We just got a fresh shipment from Los Angeles, California, thanks to
Sorry,
our
I need a
wonderful-
milkshake.
I'll get you one, don't worry.
All right, keep going.
So yeah, they started out in like 1985. This New York photographer, Clayton Patterson, I believe it is. He was just like strolling along New York. Yes.
Peterson. Yeah,
Peterson.
that's okay.
But he's strolling along New York, saw this baseball cap place,
And just
started
decided
his
he
own
could do
like
that.
designs.
See,
you
guys,
know?
this is how incredible this is the vibe. It's not just like in the Austin vibe, but there's like a New York vibe. There's like, this is big city
Oh, yeah.
restaurant stuff in our small town.
Definitely.
So you guys are doing these new hats to kind of, just to promote, I just
Art.
think avant-garde art in the community. All right, I love this sort of contrast. You've got these great Clayton caps, then you've got Danny Davis and Willie Nelson. So you've got this amazing record collection, and you guys sell the records,
Oh, yes.
trade records. Okay, this is awesome. Why did you pick this one?
Because everyone loves Willie.
Yes, everyone does
on.
love Willie.
Yeah.
Do you
He's
know
a
much about?
Texas-
Do you guys ever play the records at the shop?
Every now and then, yeah. I don't really trust myself with the records and record players.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's because you're young.
Exactly.
And so you're like, do you understand? Like,
Yeah, I don't want to
needle.
mess anything up, so I just stick to Spotify.
oh, that's so fun. That is so fun. How many records do you estimate that you guys have there?
I know when he originally bought the place and started the records, he had like 5,000 records, but we get people coming in with boxes and boxes and boxes of records.
Vinyl.
They just
I love it.
they just don't have anywhere in their house for it, so they just drop them off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Super exciting. You guys check them and you guys.
Oh, we check them, go through them, put them up. You know, Anthony looks through them and picks out his favorite ones for his private collection. All the ones that people want to buy, but we've got all our floor records, which are $5 a piece.
Wow.
Used to be $10, but now they're $5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool. You know, and it's so fun to me, speaking of just retro, That the things that we thought, because I grew up with vinyl, my parents' vinyl, okay, and so it was this new technology to see these the big jam boxes or whatever. So now we had these cassettes, and so I just looked at my parents' vinyls like, oh, it's just so old school. Well, now, like, I covet, and I'm so grateful that we didn't get rid of all of them. But, I just bought a record player. Like, it's so neat to be
it's coming
almost
back.
50 years old and buying a record player, and I'm not afraid to put those records on. But it's so neat to, like, just kind of go through, and I love the sound.
We get a lot of really young people coming in just looking
Right.
at records too.
Well, that's
so
what I was going to say. So
it's-
vinyl for y'all's generation is coming back up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's cool is that, the records are $5 a piece. And like, that's pretty amazing because there's some new, like I just saw not an Elton John, an Eminem. I don't know where I would get Elton John and Eminem mixed up, but it's in the E's. So an Eminem vinyl, a new Eminem vinyl was like $40.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, no, Rosebud for $5. That's what we'll do. We'll just go with classics.
Oh yeah, we've got a huge variety of records. We have like old 60s Christmas songs
I
on
love
there.
that.
There's like polka records too.
Oh
And then
my
we've got
gosh.
Willie and Conway Twitty and all
those are
kinds.
so fun.
Country, classical, whatever. Just-
You've got it all there?
yeah.
Yes. Who decorated?
Who
Is it-
decorated?
because I love the way that it's decorated.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to decorate the place. When we got a hold of it, of course, the walls were already painted Coca-Cola and everything. So it already had the vibe going.
It really does.
But decorating, I mean, we just every month kind of move things around
and
because
put
there's
things
so
together.
much to look at that you always like miss something.
Right.
You know?
So
And
it's always a little bit new when you come in. There's always
Yeah.
something new to look at, something new to experience there.
Definitely.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's go into the grill. Because I got to tell you, hands down, what my favorite thing is. But I want to know a little bit about your menu. So tell us about, the lunch and dinner menus.
So lunch and dinner, same menu. On Saturdays, we kind of like to do a Saturday brunch. And so we don't really come up with our brunch specials until Saturday. So
Right.
we see what we have that's the freshest, what we
Right.
have the most of, what we can sell. But yeah, 50s diner food, everybody likes a little comfort food, a little nostalgia. And then we kind of throw in some Tex-Mex too. So that's in there also.
Your favorite thing to eat at Rosebud?
Ooh, that's a tough one because
Good.
I like
I was
all of
hoping
it.
that I was going to give you a tough
That
question.
was a tough one. I always recommend chicken and waffles, especially since we open at lunch, and so you want something like breakfast maybe,
Right. That's still and the
but
hearty.
also
yes.
savory. So chicken and waffles. Plus, where else are you going to get chicken and waffles in town? We've got them.
I love that.
Yeah, and then Philly cheesesteaks. People love those. We sell so many Phillies. And burgers.
I'm standing here blank because I'm like, I did not know that you had Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, we have Philly cheesesteaks.
Here's why. Okay, let me tell you why. Because when I go to Rosebud, I just want the one thing. I just want sweet potato fries.
Oh my gosh.
Because I feel like Rosebud has the best, and I'm a connoisseur of sweet potato french fries, and so I feel like I don't even think I've really looked at the menu after I've had.
I hear that a lot. A lot of people tell us we have really good sweet potato fries. So
Oh, no, you have amazing sweet potato french fries.
best.
The best.
In town.
I don't even think like milkshake queen is right. I think it should be sweet potato fry queen. That would be the
Well,
would be
I'm not the one making the fries.
they don't have to know.
We've got a very great staff, so
That's awesome.
everybody.
You do. You have a really friendly
Yeah, we're
staff. And
a
you've got
little
great owners
family,
too. I'm
yeah.
biased, but you do. You really do. So hands down, so Philly cheesesteak, chicken and waffles, but you didn't answer the question.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
the
I'm going
question
back
again?
to the hard question, which is your hands down favorite.
Man.
I'm sorry, we can't even end this interview until we know.
But I would say it is the chicken and waffles.
Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, yes.
But you have to get a milkshake with it too. I mean, that's the best way to end your meal.
Deal.
Take one to go,
Deal. As a matter of fact, it's almost lunchtime. Do you want to go over? Are you working today?
I am.
Good.
Every day.
Every day. You work the Saturdays too?
Saturday mornings, yes.
Oh, that's right. Oh, cool. Katie, it's been so much fun. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks
and
for
for hanging out. You gotta hold my hand when I go do this. Yeah.
okay.
Yes. So thank you so much for everything that you do, because I know that your job isn't easy. I have a feeling that you're probably one of the youngest managers in Victoria, and for that,
probably
I
am.
really want to commend you.
Thank you.
I'm sure that your family's proud. You're taking on a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't just take
They
on. I
think
just want
I'm
you
crazy.
to. I want you to say, like, I didn't just take on a restaurant. I took on a record store. I took on a theater.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely.
that.
Something really, really, just genuinely unique for Victoria, Texas.
Definitely.
Rosebud. And it's Rosebud, okay, because we wrote it.
Rosebud Records, Grill, and Theater.
Oh, we knocked
Bam.
it out. Thank you so much, Katie.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to lunch. I don't know about you guys, so I will see you guys at Rosebud, and I'm super stoked about the Battle Angel. That's going to be my favorite. So excited. Thank you guys so much for watching Southbridge Street Live.